so many options with the pen tool and you don't even know which one to choose, let me show you. Let's dive in, deep dive into all the different settings and how you can use your pen tool to best suit you and how you want your handwriting to look. Let's talk about the pen tool in Goodnotes. It has recently got a pretty big update that confused a lot of people. Used to, you had your pen tool, your eraser tool, and your highlighter, and all those things separate, but now they have been combined into one tool. So if you click right here on your pen tool, you're going to have all of your pens right here. So you have your pen, your pencil, your highlighter, and your tape and your shapes. They're all combined underneath this one pen tool setting. So whenever you want to use your pen tool, you have to click on this one first, and then you can change down here. So if you wanted to use pen, it's going to automatically default to the pen setting. And then right here is where you change how thick you want your pen settings to be. So if you tap on it, you can change your pen thickness. You can bring it up and down, and you can also do solid, dashed, or dotted lines. So, and you have 3 preset options that you can save here. So if you wanted a solid line, a pretty solid, you could do 1 preset for solid, 1 preset for a thinner one, and then if you wanted to do dotted lines, you could do 1 preset for dotted line, or you could change this to dashed, and you'd have a preset for dashed lines. So that's how you change the thickness and what kind of line that they are, and you can have these 3 preset settings here so you can easily jump through them, and you can change them anytime you want. So if you think that your pen thickness for your thin line is a little bit too thin, you just bump it up a little bit, and then it will automatically save to your new settings that you chose. Now over here is where you choose your colors. It's going to have some preset options here, but you can choose any color that you want. So if you click on here, you're going to have presets. These are what's already come in Goodnotes. Then you have customs. There are a bunch of different options here, but you can also add in a hex code and make it any color that you want, or you can do a pin dropper. So if you wanted like this color of pink to be your pin color, all you have to do is go to custom, click on this color dropper tool, drag it over to that pink, and now it's going to be that pink color. Now, if you want to save that, you want to click add to presets, and now it's going to save it under your presets, and you have that pink up here. So anytime you want a pink pen, you just tap on it at the pink color, and then you're going to be able to write in pink. Now you can change these colors up here. So I kind of just changed this one to pink, but I want there to be a black up here as well. So I'm going to tap on this one, tap it to black, and now that will change to black, and I have a black up here that I can use and kind of move through. So if I wanted it to be black, I would just click on black, and now it is black instead of pink. Same with green. Now it's green instead of pink. So that's how you move your colors around and how you save presets up here. And then you can also add some more. So I have some more options up here. So if I wanted to add another one, you're just going to click right here to add a slot and add another color. This is really great if you use your pen tool a lot and you kind of like switch through colors, different colors. You could save a lot of different preset colors up here. Now, the pencil kind of works exactly the same way. You have your settings here for how thick you want your pencil to be. You have your different colors that you can change your pencil. And whenever you write, it's going to write like a pencil instead of like a pen. So works exactly the same way. You can tap here on the pencil. You can reduce your latency, you can draw and hold, or you can disconnect your Apple Pencil. This is same for the pen tool, and I forgot to mention these, so let's jump back to the pen tool for a second. You do have a fountain pen, a ball pen, and a brush pen. So if you chose fountain pen, you can change the sharpness, the pressure sensitivity, the tip flatness, and the stroke stabilization. So if you were really into like calligraphy, this is how you could change all your settings for the pen brush. You could do the ball pen. That is usually the one that I kind of land in when I'm using the pen settings. And you can change your stroke stabilization here. So what that means is if you had it all the way turned down and you wrote hello, let's just delete this so you don't have to see all that. If you wrote hello, whoops, maybe if I click on the right thing. Okay, so if I wrote hello and no stabilization, it's kind of messy, but I can bump up my stabilization, and that will help me write and make it a little bit neater. So that's what you do with stabilization. You also have some more pen settings down here where you have your draw and hold. What that means is if with shapes, so I have this turned on, so if I like drew a circle and hold it, it's gonna make it into a perfectly round circle or like a smooth circle instead of this really wonky, terrible circle that I drew. Sometimes it doesn't exactly recognize what you're wanting, that kind of more turned into a rectangle, but that is what draw and hold means. Okay, and those settings are under both pen and pencil. Now let's jump to the highlighter. So you have all your different highlighter colors and highlighter sizes here. So right here is where you change your highlighter thickness. Just like the pen tool, you can move it up and down to change whatever your highlighter thickness you want it to be. You can change your colors here, same exact as the pen tool. You have your presets. You can do custom by dragging and dropping, or you can put in a hex code if you know it. And then you can move through those colors up here. And then to highlight, all you do is just highlight over your text or whatever you want to highlight over. Now I will mention that whenever you're using your highlighter, you want to make sure that if you want it to be all like smooth, that you don't pick up your pen. And what I mean by that is I drew all of this without picking up my pen, so it's all one color. But if I would have picked up my pen midway and then did it again, you can kind of see how the colors overlap and it looks a little bit more messy. So if you want a clean look like this, just don't pick up your pencil as you are highlighting. Now, nestled in here is also the tape function, and this is, it's called tape. I kind of use it as washi tape sometimes. So if you wanted to cover something up or you wanted to like make your own washi tape, there's a couple different options here. You have your sizes here, so you can do small, medium, and pretty thick. So you can change your thickness here. And then it comes with solid color options. So you could use a solid color. It's going to like put some tape over that, or you can import your own. So if you want to import your own, there are some preset options here, like rectangles and different things that you could use, but you can also import your own. So what that means to import your own is you just choose an image. You want to choose like a solid image. Let me show you how to do that. So let's say that you wanted like a flower, or here, let's do the Christmas one. Let's say you wanted to tape with these colors. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tap on this sticker. I'm going to click these three dots and I'm going to hit share and then save. I want to save it to my files. So I'm going to hit save to files and I'm just going to save it to my downloads. Now I'm going to go back to my planner, go back to my tape tool, and then I want to add a new one, and then I'm going to upload from files and I'm going to choose that image. Now I've just created my own tape, and I can make my own tape, hold it if you want it to be straight, and whenever you release, you'll have this cute little custom tape that you made yourself out of sticker. So that's how you use tape, and how you can use it within your planner. And one way to use it is like using it as washi tape. So if you wanted to like outline the bottom of your planner here, kind of create like cute little washies, you could do that. So that's how you use the tape function. Or if you just wanted to like cover something up, you could do it that way as well. Now next is the shapes option. You have your same different shapes here where you can choose your pen thickness. You can also do dashed and dotted lines. And then all you have to do is draw a shape. So you could do like straight lines with this. You could do rectangles. You could do circles. You can do stars. Anything you want, this is going to make a shape. Now there are some options here where you can add a fill color. So if you want to turn fill color on and you want your shape to be a certain color, when you hold it to make a shape, it's going to fill in with a lighter version of that. Now if you want just the fill inside, after you've created your shape, you click undo right here, and it's only going to leave the fill that was inside and take away the stroke that was on the outside. So that's one really cool way to use your shapes, and you can add more colors up here if you wish to. So that is all the settings that are nestled under the pen tool and Goodnotes.